Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are diving straight into a pretty serious clash between the White House and the Federal Reserve. And look, this isn't just some political back and forth. We're talking about a fight that could actually change who's in the driver's seat of the American economy.
So, let's get right to the headline that's causing shockwaves from Washington all the way to Wall Street. The U.S. Federal Reserve, the institution that's supposed to be the steady hand guiding our economy, is now the subject of a criminal investigation.
And to be clear, this is not just political posturing. We're talking about actual grand jury subpoenas. There's a real possibility of a criminal indictment against the head of our nation's central bank. I mean, this is completely uncharted territory.
So you have to be asking, how in the world did we get to this point, right? How does a policy disagreement blow up into a full-blown criminal investigation? Let's unpack what they're saying officially and what might really be going on here.
Okay, so on paper, the whole investigation is about some testimony that Fed Chair Jerome Powell gave to Congress. It was about renovating some of the Fed's historic buildings. But is a building renovation really what this is all about? Seems a bit much, doesn't it?
Well, according to Powell himself, yeah, the building stuff is just a cover story. He's saying the real reason for all this heat is because he's doing his job, setting interest rates based on economic data, instead of just doing what the president wants.
So, how's Powell handling all this pressure? Well, he's not just trying to clear his own name, he's really mounting a defense for the entire institution of the Federal Reserve and its independence.
He's framing it as a really fundamental choice for the country. Are we going to let our economy be guided by objective data and evidence? Or are we going to let it be steered by political threats aimed at maybe winning an election cycle? And he's also making it personal, reminding everyone that he's worked under 4 different administrations, both Republican and Democratic. His message is pretty clear. My job is to protect the economy, not play for a political team.
And that really gets to the heart of the matter here, this constant tension, this tug of war between the world of politics and the need for an independent Federal Reserve.
This breaks it down perfectly. On one side, you've got the Fed's actual job, their mandate. Use economic data to keep prices stable and get as many people employed as possible. But on the other side, you've got this immense political pressure to make decisions that might look good right now, but could cause a lot of damage down the road.
This idea of Fed independence, it's not just some boring economic theory. It's the reason people and countries all over the world trust the US dollar. It's what gives the Fed the cover to make the tough, unpopular calls, like raising interest rates to fight inflation. Without that trust, the money in your bank account could literally be worth less tomorrow.
So, what happens when that foundation of economic stability starts to look a little shaky? Well, the uncertainty sends ripples all through the financial markets, and you can see a perfect example of this playing out in the crypto world.
It's simple, really. Markets absolutely hate uncertainty. When the very institution that's supposed to be the adult in the room is caught up in this kind of turmoil, it creates a kind of paralysis. It makes it almost impossible for any real, sustained growth to happen.
And here's what that paralysis looks like in cold, hard cash. As this whole political drama got more intense, any hope for a cut in interest rates pretty much evaporated. The result? Investors yanked a staggering $454 million out of digital asset funds in just 1 week. That's real money running for the exits because of this uncertainty. But if you dig a little deeper, the story is a bit more nuanced. While the big players like Bitcoin and Ethereum saw a lot of money leave, some investors actually shifted their cash into other coins like Solana and XRP. It's like they're searching for some port in the storm, even within the crypto market itself.
Still, you can't deny the chilling effect this has had on the market's biggest name. This political fight has completely frozen Bitcoin's momentum. For the past month, it's just been stuck, basically flat, unable to get any traction at all.
So this whole situation leaves us with a really big, critical question. When our most important economic institutions get turned into political battlegrounds and the markets respond with fear and instability, what's the ultimate price that all of us end up paying? And that's a question that goes way beyond Washington, D.C. and affects every single one of us.